Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that often causes confusion: the difference between panic attacks and anxiety attacks. While these terms may seem interchangeable to some, they actually refer to different psychological experiences. So, stick around as we explore these two phenomena, shedding light on their unique characteristics and debunking some common misconceptions. Although they may sound similar, they're distinct experiences. Let's break it down. A panic attack is a sudden, intense surge of fear or discomfort, typically peaking within minutes. It's akin to an abrupt wave of overwhelming anxiety washing over you. This can bring on a variety of symptoms, including nausea, excessive sweating, and a racing heart. In some instances, the symptoms can be so severe that individuals may feel as though they are having a heart attack. These episodes often occur unexpectedly, catching people off guard, and although they are generally short-lived, the intensity of a panic attack can make it a truly frightening experience. It's important to note that panic attacks are recognized in the DSM-5, which is the standard classification of mental disorders used by mental health professionals worldwide. These episodes can occur unexpectedly and are often short-lived but intense. If these panic attacks happen repeatedly, and you're constantly worried about having another one, this might indicate panic disorder. Panic disorder is more than just experiencing occasional panic attacks. It's a serious condition where the fear of panic attacks and their potential consequences becomes a constant, pervasive worry. You may find yourself avoiding certain situations or places for fear of triggering an attack. The fear can become so intense that it restricts your daily activities and personal life. You might start avoiding crowded places, driving, or even leaving your house out of fear of having a panic attack. This avoidance behavior is a key characteristic of panic disorder, and in severe cases, can escalate into agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is the intense fear of being in situations where escape might be difficult or help might not be available if things go wrong. It's not just about fear of public spaces, but can extend to any situation where you feel trapped, helpless, or embarrassed. So, in essence, panic disorder is a cycle of fear. The fear of having a panic attack leads to more anxiety, which in turn can trigger more panic attacks. It's a condition that can even lead to agoraphobia, the fear of situations where escape might be difficult. Anxiety, on the other hand, is more of a persistent state of worry or fear. It's a state of mind that lingers, often making us feel constantly on edge. It's like having a constant sense of apprehension, sometimes without any clear reason. We all experience it from time to time, like before a big meeting or an exam, but when it persists and starts to interfere with our daily life, it can become an anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorders manifest in various forms. One common form is generalized anxiety disorder. This is when the anxiety isn't linked to any specific situation, but is rather a chronic state of worry about different aspects of life. Imagine feeling a constant sense of dread about a myriad of things: your health, your job, your relationships, even the state of the world. It's a bit like having a nagging voice in your head, constantly highlighting potential catastrophes and worst-case scenarios. People with generalized anxiety disorder, for instance, are consumed by ongoing worries about various aspects of life like health or work. It's not just a fleeting worry, but a persistent and often excessive concern that can make day-to-day life quite challenging. It's important to remember that anxiety is not just in the head. It can also cause physical symptoms like fatigue, headaches, and insomnia. Anxiety attacks, while not officially recognized in medical terminology, typically refer to episodes of intense anxiety that build up over time. They're not like panic attacks that strike suddenly and fiercely. Instead, imagine a pot of water slowly coming to a boil. You might not notice the heat rising at first, but over time, the signs become more apparent. That's how anxiety attacks work. They gradually intensify, often triggered by stressors or worries that have been simmering under the surface for a while. The symptoms can include a variety of things, such as muscle tension, irritability, difficulty concentrating, restlessness, and even physical symptoms like headaches or stomach aches. But, unlike the swift wave of panic that recedes almost as quickly as it came, The symptoms of an anxiety attack might persist for a longer duration, sometimes for hours or even days. It's like a drawn-out, lingering sense of unease that doesn't seem to let go. So, while panic attacks and anxiety attacks share some similarities, they're quite different in terms of their onset, intensity, and duration. Panic attacks are sudden and intense, often peaking within minutes and leaving as abruptly as they came. They can leave you feeling like you're having a heart attack, and if they happen repeatedly, they might indicate a panic disorder. Anxiety attacks, on the other hand, are a buildup of stress and worry over time. They're more likely to emerge gradually and may not be as episodic as panic attacks, with symptoms like muscle tension and irritability that might persist for a longer duration. Understanding these differences is vital in recognizing and addressing these conditions effectively. Remember, if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's important to seek professional help. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and there's absolutely no shame in reaching out for support. In the end, it's all about understanding ourselves better and taking care of our well-being. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more informative content.